Yo, what is going on? It is your boy Apex Desert here, coming back at you all with another video. Might plug it out of the way. We're gonna be playing Doki Doki. I just bought this game. It looks superb. That's like. Well, I've been wanting this game from a while. So individuals suffering from anxiety, depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. Absolutely. Doki Doki Literature Club is a horror game. Please do not take this lightly. Doki Doki Literature Club may not be suitable for you if you are affected by any of the following themes: depression, suicide, self-harm, abuse. These themes are not merely suggested, but often portrayed as realistically as possible, and thus may disturb you as if they were real. Furthermore, the above list is not 100% exhaustive. If you would like to be warned when potentially sensitive content is about to co-op in the game, detailed content warnings can be enabled in the settings menu. For those with extra concern for their mental health, our recommendation of the safest approach is to avoid playing Doki Doki Literature Club. We trust that given your understanding of your own mental health, you are able to make the decision that is right for you. Thank you for your consideration and for staying safe. Right, yeah, I agree. Yeah, play the music. Yes! The music! Hell yeah, we're about to play Doki. Let's just go with Connor. Normally I'd put Desert, but you know. Let's go. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air, like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, and a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making a day, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk together on school days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more, and more frequently, and I'd get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you're thinking about ignoring me. That's mean. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. You did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Connor, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In many of our conversations, I did dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sorry likes to worry a little bit too much about me, but I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average, while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how worried that you won't learn to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy, but I had the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years just because you're not using the real world. You trust me, right? Don't let me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Cause that's how I sound in real life. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. clubs. Sora wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know.
Know what?
Well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori.
Yeah?
There's no way I'm going to your club.
Eh? Me?
Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help us start a new club. Sorry. Since she was the first one to show interest of the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. And that said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you cannot keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really much dumb having her head or she's cunning as to planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go.
Man, it's difficult to do that voice. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Yo, EDP. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member's here. I told you, don't call me a new member.
Oh wait, that's my voice and shit. I glance around the room.
Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Kinda. What a surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
What are you looking at? You want to say something sad?
Sorry.
Natsuki.
The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yori, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that.
Yori, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right.
Oh my god.
It's great to see you again, Connor.
Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talk. We were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come and sit down, Connor. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then I'll make some tea as well.
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki, Yori, walk over to the corner room. When Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yori opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes directly to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing. A little piece of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute. I had no idea you were good at so big baking, Natsuki. But you know, just hurry, take one.
Sawyer grabs first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious.
Sawyer takes on her mouthful, as she has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down, guessing the stream full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why thank me? It's not like I
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything. Huh?
I thought you technically did. Sayori said.
Well, maybe, but not for you, you know. You dummy.
Alright. Mate. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us, before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let it get stuff intimidating. You're just trying to impress you. That's not.
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, team reading might not be a pastime for me, but I always enjoyed tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So, what made you consider the literature club?
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't let tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make a club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club?
You'll probably be a board member for any of the major clubs.
Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing, but then the budget and the publicity, and how to prepare for the events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really go in this club before we graduate, right everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with that level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Carter, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly picks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that go deep in complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I
like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how writing can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with The Rock. The Rock Johnson.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. So real horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, what is that? Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind. That's right, you usually have to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? It's a piece of scrap paper behind this club meeting. It looked like you work on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts a hand on her shoulders.
I'm not cute.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Why, yes, sometimes. What do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why didn't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them?
Not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you share some of your work. You can set an example. Help Natsuki feel confident enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay, I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll all help us get a little bit comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Connor?
Monica's smile is warm at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
Hey, what's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said that I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I'll lose my train of thought. Over girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But I'm sorry, I thought... Connor.
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. If writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls.
Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club.
One by one, the girl's eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down.
Hey.
You really scared me for a moment.
If you really just came out for a cupcake, I'd be super pissed.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club.
Thanks, I guess.
I don't know why I turned into a joke all of a sudden.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Connor, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey Connor, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, My mind wanders back and forth between the four girls, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Jesus. I'm going for Yuri because Yuri's my favorite. Oh yeah, let's write a poem. Let's get to it.
Hi again, Connor. Glad to see you didn't run away on us, haha.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Connor. All this seems too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive head first in the literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Cyrus told me he didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to come here and just hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
That's good. So you have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself up between Monica and manga.
Manga is literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Connor's always giving his best, as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable.
Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so? You're really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and Connor become so good friends too? Sayori. What? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, Joe even bought you something today, you know? Oh, wait, Sayori.
Me? Me?
Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sorry, made it sound like a big deal, and it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. Guess it means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. Arigato gozaimasu. I'll definitely read this. Only desu ka? I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, Well, you can read it at your own pace. I'll look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Mona to kick off some scheduled activities in the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried into a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I'd feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the few first pages. Crap. I think she knows me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me. Our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered it, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably would have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave me, right?
I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Yeah, bullshit. Just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped by at a bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just so happened to buy 2 of them.
I see. How do you manage to just buy 2 of the same book? There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear.
Once it starts to pick up, shit.
You might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about, anyways?
Well,
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled... Shut up, fart smeller.
Portrait of Markham.
There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Alright, I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in there with a long-lost young sister, yeah. And as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange.
She is targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart.
How relatable. That's kind of dark, isn't it?
You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. It's a dark turn came from nowhere.
Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
You're not a fan of that sort of thing, Connor?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into these things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, shit.
They challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals and their own facade.
Oh, fuck off.
Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they might have to be one of the naive ones for letting out one-sided morals, interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
That's... dash. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is to listen. It's about a literature club after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago,
you were looking forward to it.
Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone.
I see. Well. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I don't know how Germans sound. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It is as if I feel her presence off my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Now I'm turning into Asian. What was going on? Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Whoa. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. I've completely forgotten what German people sound like. 999. Sorry. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry, I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk and tilt up against Yuri's, then hold my bug more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri, Timothy closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here, Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left sides of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it onto her thumb and slips it to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready?
Are you ready? To turn the page.
Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second.
I glance over Yuri's face again. Our eyes meet.
I don't know how long I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition.
We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side, as she catches it with her own thumb. Hey, Yuri.
This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things that she says and does, like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
I don't give two shits.
Yuri remains silent for a moment, but Connor, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything.
Oh my god, sorry, I didn't mean to be self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I may have meant that's kind of cute.
What are you saying all of a sudden?
Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other, yeah? We might have enough time if we're too long. Yuri excels, spared from finishing her fourth. Is that okay with you, Yuri? You look like a clown. I mean, you look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this.
It's not...
It's fine. Yuri realizes her hand in the book, goes into glares on my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know.
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to...
Oh my god. Alright. I can stream Sonic Forces if you want me to. I make a memento note where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, my relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, yeah, why don't you find someone to share with you, pussy?
I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. This is crazy, but like, I just want to get to the poem bit. Here we go. Let's show to Yuri first. She seems the most experienced, so I'll judge her opinion to be fair. As Drew reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional!
What was that?
Huh?
Did I say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but ends up covering her whole face. Oh, maybe that's an L. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's...
I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri says me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. He traces her finger along the words of the poem as if I'm breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah, okay. That's the reason I was able to tell. It's just that I'm so specific writing habits that usually typical of new writers. I never been through that myself. I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that it's not very deliberate. In other words, I try to take a bit of writing style separate from the top of matter and then form fits the two together. And it results in my style and expression of a weekend.
What's your reference I try for you, though? It's if demeanor totally changes. Their stammering is completely wrong. She sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you'd be able to blame for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go right into simple poem. That finding them and building them, but it's simple working together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but when it comes to practice and learning example by trying new things, I also hope that everything that's in the club gets you some valuable feedback, and asking can be a little bit biased. So biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if you see apologize yourself or to me as an asking. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I lose my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a ladies' club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlights have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickens, I flicker back.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking at all.
What took you such a long time to read?
Well, I actually don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Eh?
That's
a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was very descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro,
Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, sorry, it's not a ghost at all, Connor.
Really?
I must have totally missed the point.
But that was meant to be my wish.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after a while.
But remember,
the poets often express their
thoughts feelings and experiences in their work. Those who do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem. The hell is the breadwinners? Hang on, let me look it up. Probably, who knows? Right, what the hell is the bread? Bro, don't make this shit up in his head. I'll turn this going like bullshit or something. Buckle up, duckies. Oh, it's the two ducks. I don't know that. Probably could. Can't be bothered to learn it.
It's left with nothing.
That's a lot more than slow, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
Eh? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so...
Nah! If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course. After all, you're my waifu. I'm kidding.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. And I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Connor.
Me too. This is a bizarre screen. Oh, I forgot to do this. Can I not just leave? This is a good poem, Connor. This is crazy, bro. Sorry, I'm skipping all the dialogue, but like... Yeah, save exact point. Right, so let's look at... How can you just exit it? Doesn't make any sense.
Doki Doki!
Might just carry on. Whoops. She did eggs and toast, and she forgot to write some of it last night, so she wrote some of it this morning. That's what I gathered. Let's go to Monica. Yeah.
I would be very careful around.
If you ever have intonation, yeah, that's crazy, bro. Aha, don't worry. We're in the red house today, you know. Yeah, that's true. My great job. Ooh, if I read it's pretty metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect. Can you please read Sonic High School fan fiction? Baby. Alright, with it. Let's finish this. Sonic High School Chapter 1. Sonic woke up and looked at the clock. 7 o'clock, it said. And Sonic screamed, I'm late for school. I have to get what the hell? Doesn't make any sense. I'm just gonna change it a little bit. I have to get to school now, said Sonic, jumping out of bed. Sonic put his clothes on really fast and ran out of his room because he is fast. No time for breakfast, said Sonic as he ran past his mom. You'll regret this, said Sonic's mom, leering at him from the kitchen stove, wearing aprons and oven mitts on her hands. Sonic did not care. He was late. Sonic ran outside and ran to the bus stop, where people were getting on the bus. Tails, Knuckles, wait for me, said Sonic as he ran towards the bus. Hey Knuckles, it's Sonic, said Tails and Knuckles at the bus stop. He's late, said Knuckles to Tails before getting on the bus. Sonic ran so fast to the bus he got on the bus after Tails. Just in time, said Sonic, huffing and puffing like he was doing the Cupid shuffle for the first time. Sonic sat down next to Tails and Knuckles sat behind him, taking a both seat. I'm so bad, said Knuckles, laughing because he sat where 2 people could sit. Knuckles did this every day, but no one bothered him. But they all knew it was against the rules of both man and God. Okay, the bus started and drove to the school. They parked and got out. We're at school now, said Tails. It is time to go to class. Sonic was already at school, so he went to his first class of the day, English class. Sonic did not like English very much, and he did not like any class very much. But that was not about running and going fast, which is what Sonic does best. Sonic got to his class and sat down in his seat. It's a journal day, said Sonic's English teacher, Mrs. Lesson. Mrs. Lesson was tall and white and had grey hair, and she was not pretty. Take out your journals and put them in a pile, and I'll read one of your entries to the class. Sonic took out his blue journal and ran to the front quickly to put his journal on her desk and ran back to the desk, holding his head down and not talking or looking at anyone. Sonic was so fast that he did it first. Everyone else did it afterwards and slower. Mrs. Lesson grabbed the journal from the pile, and Sonic knew it was his because it looked just like Sonic's journal. Sonic knew this because it had written in so many totally random pages, and it was the worst page she could pick. She began to read. Dear Journal, I called the doctor today about a problem. I have a problem with my... I can't say this shit. Jesus. What the hell am I reading? Alright, fine, man. What is this? Dear Journal, I called the doctor today about a problem. I have a problem with my balls. They are itchy. I have to back up against the stucco surfaces and rub up and down on them to relieve the itchiness. No creams have worked. Creams only... What the hell am I fucking reading? And I can't be... I'm getting taken off YouTube for this stuff. Alright. No creams have worked. Creams only make my balls smell like the breath of a thoroughbred, and I think Amy, my girlfriend, noticed. I hope my doctor calls. Love, Sonic. Oh no, stop reading, said Sonic, but he reacted too late, because it was already read. All of it. Everyone in the class laughed at Sonic, and he felt like an idiot asshole. Because now everyone knows all about his ball problems. Sonic felt his rage build up inside him like a pool of lava in a volcano. Sonic, stop laughing at me! Don't tell anyone! Shouted Sonic, but everyone was laughing so loud that they did not hear him. Sonic was just so embarrassed and mad and sad, but more embarrassed that he ran out of the class fast. Sonic ran to his locker, opened it, and screamed into it. He screamed, "This sucks!" and some curse words too.
What's the problem? Said Tails. Are you mad?
Said Tails. Sonic was mad, so he nodded.
You should tell everyone that it's okay to have problems with your balls, and that they probably have problems with theirs. So now everyone might stop laughing at me.
Sonic thought Tails was right because Tails was smart.
Knuckles was there too. He said, "Sonic, what's this? I heard about you having problems with your penis and balls."
Sonic was so mad again. He punched Knuckles and ran away quick. Where Sonic ran to his next class, it is now second period, and that class was history class. Sonic did not care about history class.
"Hey Amy," said Sonic, "check me out." Sonic did a dance move.
"Wow, cool, let's kiss,"
said Amy and Sonic, and Amy kissed right there in the class, and some people in the class watched, but the teacher wasn't there yet, so he didn't get into trouble. Who's going to tell Sonic he can't kiss his girlfriend in class? Amy kissed Sonic that so hard he was thinking, "Let's have sex," but he didn't say it because the teacher would shown up by the time they started to... What the hell, man? He didn't say it because the teacher would have shown up by the time they started to have sex in history class. Sonic kissed back really hard, and it was sexy to everyone. Alright, that's enough for now. We're gonna keep going with Doki. Just for a bit. I'm gonna end up getting fucking banned. That sucks. Like, this has been like 4 years. 4 years gone down the drain. 4 years I went from wholesome Minecraft to reading about Sonic's ball problems. Oh my god, this is a massive poem. What the hell? Hole in wall. Glory hole. It couldn't have been me. See the direction that spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor. An angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. Unit 360 is closed, unfortunately. I would have made another one. Or he scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole, wasn't too bright, wasn't too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. Of infinite choices, that's what in the song, at the end. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Who was looking in? Fucking Sonic? So, what do you think? Possibly. Bro, I read a lot of that crap. I was pretty far down in that Sonic shit. Alright, I'll finish the page, right, because there's only a paragraph left, but I'll finish the page in a minute. The ink flows down into a dark puddle, that's what she says in the end. So move your hand right the way into his heart.
I think Garfield caught.
Garfield car. I wish. I don't like this bitch. I'm just gonna skip it. You got shut up, man. You are so gay. Right, carrying on. The teacher arrived and they did class, but Sonic just looked at Amy the whole time, who was sitting next to Rouge. Amy and Rouge talked and they looked at Sonic sometimes and laughed, and Sonic thought Amy was telling her about how awesome Sonic kissed her, but it was not. Rouge was telling Amy about Sonic's gay ball problems, and Amy was Sonic's girlfriend, but she thought it was the funniest thing ever. Class ended and Sonic went to Amy quick. It did not stop on the way. Hey Amy, why did you go telling Rouge about how hard we kiss? Said Sonic with a smile on his face. And we wanted her too because it made him look cooler.
Actually, Booch was telling me about the problems of your balls and penis and butthole that everyone found out about in your case.
Wow, was Sonic surprised. He did not know what to say. Yeah, that's what I'm reading. You know, let's save here. I'm just gonna end the fucking stream. I'm losing brain cells here, lads. Oh my god. Anyway, I know this does, but if this ends the stream, make sure you give it a thumbs up, you two bitches, because I just read some random ass shit about Sonic's balls. Whoa.
Fuck.
Whoa.
Sluggish.
I personally like this one. And this. Yo. Music? Huh. Oh, this is one of the plus ones because I bought the plus version. Side stories, what now? Anyway, bitches, I'll see you all later. Peace out, motherfuckers.